The ULTRASPORT Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
For the second week in a row, we're at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England. It is week 6 of the 2024 NFL season continuing. It's the second London game. The Jacksonville Jaguars preparing to take on the Chicago Bears. Glad to have you with us this afternoon if you're in the UK or Europe, or this morning if you're back in the US. Bears designated as the home team for this one. Jacksonville designated as the away team, despite this, of course, being a neutral venue. We aren't even in America. Jaguars coming into this game with 1 win and 4 losses. That win was picked up against the Indianapolis Colts, 37-34 last Sunday. Chicago doing rather well for themselves, winning record 3-2. They're third in the NFC North. 36-10 win over the Carolina Panthers last Sunday as well. So both of these teams coming off wins. Jacksonville, their first of the season. And this return is going to be carried out past the 20 as we see Trevor Lawrence lead the offensive line out onto the field. Lawrence with 4,016 yards last season, 21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. I said past the 20, past the 30. This return is carried out. Jacksonville starting at the 31 as they look to get a bit of a winning streak going. A lot of history for the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. Their first game was played against, I believe, the 49ers in 2013. Since then, they have played, down goes Trevor Lawrence. Incomplete pass, manages to get the ball away before going down. As I was saying, Jacksonville with quite a lot of history in London. 11 games played for them before this, so this is their 12th. All-time record in this city, 6 wins, 5 losses. As we see Lawrence set up for a passing play. Pass is caught. Is it going to be a touchdown? Yes, it is. What a play by Travis Etienne Jr. And just like that, Jacksonville out to the lead. Sudden touchdown for the Jaguars. Let's see this again. Etienne Jr. able to break out in the lead in this pursuit. Makes the catch, and from there, it's all the way to the end zone. Defense couldn't catch up, and the Jacksonville Jaguars, just like that, have taken the lead. 15 seconds of game time, and we have our first touchdown. Incredible. Absolutely incredible here from Trevor Lawrence and company. Here's the kick. It is good, and 7-0 for London's team. 10 seconds of game time on that scoring drive, if you're not counting the kickoff. 69 yards, 2 plays, and the Jaguars take the lead. Matt Eberflus rather dismayed on the sidelines here, but Doug Peterson delighted. As we see Chicago receive for the first time in this game. Caleb Williams preparing to enter the field as Jacksonville takes the early lead. Just before the end zone, it's taken out past the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. Got a bit tongue-tied there, I apologize, and it'll be the 38. As Caleb Williams leads the Bears offense out onto the field. Williams, I believe, the number 1 draft pick in 2024. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But the Bears have a new quarterback. Chicago has been trying to rebuild for a very, very long time. Again, they've got a winning record coming into this, 3-2, third in the NFC North. Vikings are in first, of course. We saw them last week with a loss to the Jets here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And if you're thinking that sounds weird, we have our own sort of universe here on ULTRASPORT. So here the Vikings will be 3-2. Just like the Bears. 2nd and 11. Bears lose the yard on that previous play. At the 37 here, Williams fires it away. Pass will be caught by Cole Kmet, who gets up to the 45, gets past the 50, actually to the opponent's 45. And it's a first down for Chicago. We see the replay here. Catch is made behind the 50. Able to evade the defense for a little bit before eventually being taken down. I apologize if I should enunciate more. Bears again on the 45. There's the snap. Williams found the mark. It is DeAndre Carter with the catch at the 41. And 2nd and 6 coming up now for Chicago. There's the snap. Williams fired it away. Pass is caught by DJ Moore. He gets up to the 19, 22-yard reception on that play. And Chicago getting ever closer to the end zone, hoping to equalize against Jacksonville. Bears would go 4-2 with a victory today. Jacksonville with a loss, 1-5. Takedown at the 8, but not before Swift. DeAndre Swift is able to give Chicago another first down. Not to be confused with the other Swift in the NFL, but this is not a Chiefs game. And we haven't had the Chiefs on this network for quite some time, actually. I believe they're in a bye week here in week 6. First and goal at the 8 for Chicago. There's the snap. Williams fires it away, and it will be caught. DJ Moore with the touchdown for the Chicago Bears. The wide receiver with the equalizer, rolling around in the end zone as the Bears keep this one close. Heroes welcome for Moore on the sidelines. 1:22 to play in the first quarter, by the way, and Doug Peterson, you can see, not very happy with the defensive line. Point after coming up here for Chicago. The kick is good. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. Bears, 6 plays, 63 yards, 2 minutes, 18 seconds of game time. 1 score for Jacksonville, 1 score for Chicago. We are tied here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Again, we want to thank you for joining us, whether it be morning or afternoon for you, or if you're somewhere else in the world, it may as well be the middle of the night. Anyways, here's the kick. Past the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. He's able to get through, and he gets up to the 31, which is the exact same amount of yards that Jacksonville had on their last return. Travis Etienne Jr., a 69-yard touchdown catch earlier in this quarter. 15 seconds into the game, gave Jacksonville the lead. Now the Jaguars might be hoping to repeat that feat. They're getting a bit repetitive with the returns, at least. So, will lightning strike twice? Will they pull off the same type of plan? Handoff here. And it was Etienne Jr. Gain of 1. He's taken down at the 31, 2nd and 9. Coming up here for Jacksonville. That 1 yard difference, just barely. As we enter the final minute of the first quarter here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. There's the handoff. Etienne Jr. breaks through to the 42. First down for Jacksonville. Jaguars able to keep it going. Steady pace here for the designated away team, which has sort of become the favorites here in London. As I mentioned, 11 games played in this city before today. 6-5 record of all time is 6-5 record all time as Etienne Jr. is taken down at the 45. 2nd and 7. We'll see if the Jaguars have one more play in this quarter. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7-7. We are tied at the end of the first. We'll be right back here in London. Back here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 2nd and 7 for the Jacksonville Jaguars at their own 45. Handoff here to Travis Etienne Jr., who has had quite a day already. He's had a 69-yard touchdown catch, and he's been targeted with running plays as well by Trevor Lawrence. It's 3rd and 7 right now for Jacksonville. Jaguars got a quick touchdown on their last possession. Now they're struggling to keep the ball. Can they convert? Let's see. There's the snap at the 45. Oh, deflection for Chicago. And it looks like the Jaguars are going to be on 4th down. Clock stops at 3:28 to play in the second quarter, but in ULTRASPORT terms, that's still very, very early. So perhaps I shouldn't bring it up as much. Here's the kick, and it looks like it's going to go for a touchback. Bears out to the 20 as Caleb Williams, who has had 53 yards and 1 touchdown today, steps back out onto the field. 4 for 4 on passing attempts so far in this game. Can he keep it going? Remember, the Jaguars got out to the early lead. 15-second touchdown. Chicago able to strike back in the first quarter, and now with an opportunity to take the lead. And you may say that the halftime lead is crucial. What we saw in Seattle on Tuesday night may make you beg to differ. 49ers with an incredible victory, an incredible final minute in that game, as San Francisco came out on top 24-20. 3 touchdowns in the final minute of that game, and I believe we have uploaded that final minute as a separate clip here on ULTRASPORT, and if we haven't, we will soon. 3rd and 4th, 26 for Chicago here. Bears in a bit of trouble, but not for much longer. Catch will be made at the 38 by Rome Odunze. And just like that, the Bears stay alive. But they can't just take the first down here and keep going 3 yards at a time. They've got to do something big as we approach the 2-minute warning here. One more play. Oh, down goes Williams. Hines Allen with the sack. And Chicago pushed back to the 32, 2nd and 16. As Caleb Williams goes down. 2-minute warning kicks in here in London. 7-7 between Jacksonville and Chicago at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We want to again thank you for joining us. We'll be at Wembley Stadium next week. I believe that's the Jaguars again as well. 2 games in a row in London for them, as this is going to be a breakaway for Chicago. The 20, the 10. Wow. Up to the 8 goes DJ Moore. And the Bears now in scoring position. Let's see this again. He fires from around, I believe, the 30. And this is one play after that sack. Bears with an emphatic statement. Now on 1st and goal. And you can see Doug Peterson is not amused. There's the snap. Waiting. Can't wait too long. Is he going to run it in himself? Yes, he is. Caleb Williams in the end zone as the Bears take the lead. Early touchdown for Jacksonville, but it is now irrelevant. 2 touchdowns for the Bears. Chicago going into the lead for the first time in this game in a play that could shake things up for the course of the game that remains. 1:13 to play here in this second quarter. Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. That could be an interesting factor as we get close to the half. It always is. And I always bring it up as well. Flag on the play here. We're going to see what was going on. And it is roughing the kicker on Hines Allen. Nothing to do with the Bears. They keep their point after touchdown. So now Jacksonville will try to fight back. 14-7. Bears taking the lead, the designated home team here for this London game. Of course, it's not like soccer where the home team would be on the left and the away on the right. Caught in the end zone. Touchback, Lawrence and company out to the 30. Previous 2 returns for Jacksonville went out to the 31. There's just a 1-yard difference on this one. First possession, again, that 15-second touchdown. Second possession led to 4th down. Jaguars forced a punt, and that led Chicago eventually to the end zone. 1st and 10 on the 30 here. Pass is caught by Etienne Jr. He just gets shoved down for 32. Bit of disrespect there from Chicago's defensive line, or at least an outward display of such. Caleb Williams, you saw there on the sidelines. As Jacksonville breaks out the no-huddle offense, it's going to be the Bears receiving. I was going to say returning in the second half, which I guess technically would have been just as well. Timeout taken by Jacksonville as they get up to the 39. 3rd and 1 for the Jaguars. Bears hoping to somehow force a 4th down as they did on the last possession. You can't do anything risky here. It's only 1 yard. Lawrence wants to pass. Is it complete? It looks like it is. Gabe Davis with the catch for Jacksonville. Timeout once again taken by the Jaguars. 2 down, 1 to go. And they are at the 50. 39 seconds remaining in this second quarter. In this second London game of 2024. We'll be in Philadelphia later as the Browns take on the Eagles in our usual 1 p.m. Eastern game here on Saturday. Pass is caught here by Etienne Jr. He's down at the 44 as we enter the final 30 seconds of the first half. Once again, the no-huddle offense for Jacksonville. They've got 1 timeout left, but they want to use it wisely. Lawrence looked like he was stepping back for something big. Just a short pass to Etienne Jr. as Jacksonville gets the first down with 5 seconds to go. You can go for a field goal here. You've got a pretty good chance of scoring there. Or you can go for a Hail Mary. We'll see what Jacksonville does here. 5 seconds remaining. They're going to play it safe and go for a field goal from the 42. Maybe a bit long, but we'll see how it goes. Kick is up, and it is good. Chicago 14, Jacksonville 10, as the Jaguars put 3 more points on the board for their side. However, we've still got 1 second to play in quarter number 2. So we get set for a kickoff that will be a mere formality unless it is returned for a touchdown. Doug Peterson talking to the referee on the sidelines. I always wonder what they talk about there in this situation. Criticism, corruption, who knows? Touchback, Bears out to the 30. And you never know what can happen in the last second. Saw something incredible in, I believe it was week 2 between New York and Washington. Last second touchdown for Daniel Jones and company. But at the 30, Williams will step way back, running forward and close to the out of bounds line. He goes down at the 33, and we go to halftime. Third quarter when we return here in London. So we're back here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. You know, we're not just covering NFL anymore. We've also got the National Hockey League as of Thursday night. Incredible game between the Anaheim Ducks and the San Jose Sharks that you should really go watch after this. Went into a shootout. That's all the spoilers I'm going to give you. But it was nothing short of incredible. Incredible performance by both teams. We're going to have NHL every Thursday night from here on to the end of the regular season, which is a very long time away. Caleb Williams leads the offensive line for the Bears back out onto the field as they receive to start the second half. 14-10 in favor of Chicago over London's team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. 123 passing yards for Caleb Williams and the Bears so far. Hand off to DeAndre Swift. And he manages to just barely get past the line up to the 40. Chicago picking up a first down by a hair. There's the snap. Hand off once again to Swift, but he'll only get 1 yard here. Hines Allen, you can see, for Jacksonville, has a sack today as well as a foul penalty in the point after touchdown that Chicago had earlier. Once again, Swift gets the handoff. It's only a gain of 2, perhaps a sign to Caleb Williams and company that they should change tactics. Go for a passing play as they're now on 3rd and 7, looking to convert at the 43. There's the snap. Williams fakes the handoff this time, and the pass will be caught by Keenan Allen. It's another first down for Chicago as they get past the 50. Bears on the opponent's 44-yard line as we take a look at the replay here. Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson watching from the sidelines as the Bears continue to move up towards the end zone. Packed house here at Tottenham Stadium, by the way. A lot of people always coming out to witness these international games. I thought at the start of last week's international broadcast that it was the first international game of the season. That's not true. It was the first London game, but the Packers and Eagles in week 1 playing in Sao Paulo, Brazil, which we of course did not cover. The NFL is really branching out. As we see a chance here for the Bears, it is going to be a touchdown. Rome Odunze with the catch. The wide receiver goes all the way into the end zone as the Bears take the lead. Extend the lead. 2 touchdown gap now. 11 points, I should say. Jacksonville has a field goal on them, but I say 11 points will be, assuming they make this point after touchdown, which I don't think we've seen a missed point after all year here on ULTRASPORT. There's the kick from the 22, and I'm not going to jinx it. 6 plays, 69 yards, 2 minutes, 16 seconds of game time, as it's an 11-point lead for the Chicago Bears with 1:40 to play in quarter number 3. Doug Peterson not having a good day right now. Had a good start to this game. 15-second touchdown for Jacksonville. Has remained their only touchdown so far. But Lawrence and company will be looking to change that as the Bears set up the kick. And this will be taken out past the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30. He goes down to the 32. Longest return all game for Jacksonville, I believe. We saw the Seahawks return a kick for a touchdown earlier this week. Tuesday night primetime football between the 49ers and Seattle. Quite a game that was. I mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. Went down to the last minute. 3 touchdowns being scored, I believe, in the last minute of the game. And for even more context, the score at the end of the second half, at halftime, the end of the second quarter, getting a bit conflated there. I've probably made a bunch of mistakes on this broadcast. The score at the end of the second quarter in that game, 6-3, all field goals. Looking more like Australian football than American football, but then third quarter, all the action started as they finally got some touchdowns, and that led up to an intense final minute. As we see the Jaguars now on 2nd and 2. What a pass this is! Keenan Allen goes down at the 36 as the Jaguars get a huge offensive breakthrough there. Here's the replay. Lawrence throwing from around the 32. The 32 on the opposite side, mind you. And it gets past the 50. Allen goes down past the 40 on the 36. And we are now in the final minute of quarter number 3. First and 10 here for Jacksonville. There's the handoff. Etienne Jr. will go down after 2 yards. He's had quite a game, has Travis Etienne Jr. Certainly will be the MVP of this game if the Jaguars end up winning. But with less than 30 seconds to go in the third quarter, it seems a bit unlikely. As they're on 3rd and 1, Jacksonville at the 28. 17, 16, 15, 14. Inching closer to the fourth quarter here in London. Jaguars hoping to get one more play before that happens. 5, 4, 3. There's the snap. Lawrence sends it away and up to the 18. Goes Gabe Davis as we go to the fourth quarter. 21-10 in favor of Chicago here in London. So here we go, 4 minutes to play in the second of 2 games at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in 2023. The second of 3 total London games will be at Wembley next week. Jaguars at the 18, hoping to score here. It is Etienne Jr. with the handoff and a gain of 5. Jaguars get up to the 13, second down. Coming up on the next play. 11-point lead for the Bears. One may conclude that Chicago has won this already, as the Jaguars look to conserve time by breaking out the no-huddle offense early in the fourth quarter. Breakaway here. Can he get all the way? Doesn't look like it. Down goes Evan Ingram at the 1. but a big gain there for Jacksonville. First and goal, 1 yard to a touchdown. There's the snap, the pass, and the touchdown. No, it's not. It is incomplete. And I was certainly setting up for that one. It seems so predictable, but Jaguars will have to go for it once more. Second and goal, again on the 1. You could run this in. You can do a lot of things with this. There's the snap, and they are going to run it in. Etienne Jr., he just barely got over the line. He just barely got over the line. Second touchdown of the game for Jacksonville. Second touchdown of the game for Travis Etienne Jr. I definitely want to see the replay on this as we see Trevor Lawrence walk off the field. Are we going to see the replay? Maybe not. He just got his foot over by whatever short margin. And Lawrence is going to get back out on the field. Jacksonville hoping to make this a 3-point game. 2-point conversion attempt. Fired away, and it is deflected. It is deflected. Bit of a standoff in the end zone as Chicago keeps this at a 5-point margin. 2:58 to play here in London. Chicago 21, Jacksonville 16. You can see the look on the face of Doug Peterson there. Jacksonville managing to fight back, but the Bears still have control of this game, and it looks as though they will continue to do so for these following 2 minutes and 58 seconds, and however much stopped time is in between that. As this is carried out to the 25. Let's see some of the highlights from Caleb Williams here today. 3 touchdowns for Chicago so far in this game. I should say 3 touchdowns scored by the Bears. Williams, certainly a worthwhile addition to Chicago's team. They came into this game 3-2. Looks like they're going to walk out 4-2. 2:54 to play. Not much time left here in London. Jaguars will certainly be praying for a miracle to win what would only be their second game of the season. 1-4 record coming into this. They would be on a 2-game winning streak, though. They got their first win over Indianapolis last week. 37-34, and it was close. A 3-point margin, so it's not been a very good start to the season for the Jaguars. Question is, can they turn it around as we continue on? It's week 6 of, I believe, 18. When you factor in the bye week, it's really only 17. There's the handoff to DeAndre Swift, and he goes down at the 35. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Chicago 21, Jacksonville 16 with 2 minutes to go here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. It is our first game of the day, first game of 2 today. It is the second London game of 2024. We'll have the third and final one for you next week. That, I believe, also featuring the Jaguars, and it takes place at Wembley Stadium. The iconic English venue, which seats 90,000, has long been a venue of international games for the NFL, dating back, I believe, to 1983 and the old Wembley. Although that may have been a preseason game. I don't remember. This is going to be a conversion for Chicago. Close one there for the Jaguars, as they have now used 2 timeouts, almost forced a turnover, which would have been a huge breakthrough in this game. But somehow, with the pass to DeAndre Swift, the Bears managed to convert, and with that, Jacksonville's hopes of victory across the pond seeming quite dashed, at least for this week. 1st and 10 on their own 47 for Chicago. There's the snap. Handoff to Swift. He gets up to the 49, and the final timeout used by the Jaguars here. We've got 1:48 to play. At a certain point, you can just start kneeling. As the Bears look to have a mortal lock on this game. Doesn't appear they have much use for timeouts. Handoff once again to Swift. Just going to be 1 yard. Bears get up to the 50. It's 3rd and 7. And it's another chance for the Jaguars. Can they force 4th down in what would be a game-changing play? But the Bears look to be in passing formation. There's the snap. Williams is going to run it. He gets past the line. 1st down, slides down 35, and we enter the final minute. And it looks like that is the victory. That is the game for Chicago. 21-16, looking as though it'll be the final score here this afternoon or morning if you're in the U.S. in London. There is the kneeling formation. And that will be all. Bears run down the clock. Final score, Chicago 21, Jacksonville 16. We've got the Browns and the Eagles coming up later today. Tune in for that, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. We hope to see you there from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. It is a victory for the Bears. Thank you for tuning in.